Boom. All right. Um, I don't even have anything that in particular that I want to say. I just wanted to make sure that I made one. I want to get in the habit of it because I keep saying I'm gonna do this every week, at least once a week. I want to get on here and just give some kind of an update. And eventually, I'd like to get more. I'm not gonna go crazy and make it a thing to where it makes it even harder to do stuff on the actual channel, but maybe at least come in knowing what I want to talk about. But at first, I just want to start the habit. And I almost didn't do this video because when I saw myself in the thing, I was like, "Look at this! Like it feels like there's two different bodies right here, and it's embarrassing. I got some darkness going on here, and then I'm really white, and then maybe I got like three colors. This is like the darkest I get. I can't even. I'm like mirrored, and then this is a little lighter, and then this is super light. I'm like Frankenstein. Um, so that made me self conscious. Um, I need to get like I need to get a spray tan. Um, I'm still trying to move. Still trying to move. I went to Home Depot today, and I got a bunch of bins. I didn't realize how much they were gonna cost until the lady was ringing me up, and then I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I didn't show it on my face, but I was like, "Man, I feel like I just bought like a bunch of like DeWalt tools or something." Um, but it's just I think I told you how a bunch of my bins fell in the storage unit, even after I got like I'm getting like all uniform ones, so they stack nicely, and so I don't have problems. But I stacked them like an idiot. I stacked them way too high. I can't remember if I told that story in the last video on here or in one of the Below the Beanie episodes. I can't remember. Um, but it's starting to seem more and more realistic, man. There's some cool people. It blows me away sometimes how amazing people are. I was talking about how I want to move and stuff, and then a lot of people were giving me advice like, "Hey, form a LLC, and then you got to do this, and you got to pay yourself, and you prove your income." And I was like, so it looks like that's the way to go. Um, but it looks like it's in the realm of possibility. So I'm just putting a bunch of stuff in storage. I'm doing a bunch of yard work. When I was at Home Depot right now, some guy, I was stacking a bunch of bins because I was gonna buy them, and some older guy, he's like, "Excuse me, do you work here?" And I told him, "Oh no, sorry." And he's like, "Oh well, you're doing a good job." But I mean, you had to be there. You had to be there. But man, that little interaction, it's weird. Like it felt like it like gave me some hope, you know. Um, it's so weird when you go out into the world, and I've done so many hours of streaming on the channel. Sometimes I forget what I've already said. But do you ever notice that feeling like when you're on the road and it's like in any other situation, you and the people around you might be the best of friends, but for some reason, when you're in vehicles and you're moving at high speeds, I mean, I've heard someone explain this before, but I don't want to really try to go into it because I feel like I'm not going to do it justice. But I've heard it said something like people get road rage, and you know that feeling I'm talking about, how when you're on the road, like everyone is like a threat. You know, somebody was talking about how it has something to do with like adrenaline, and like your body and like your senses are so aware of how you're in a really dangerous situation, how this you're like in this machine that's traveling at high speeds, and they're doing the same thing, and we're going oncoming, and it's like your body's on high alert. um, so it's weird every time I go out, it's just like there's all these little microaggressions and all these opportunities to, like, if you're a meathead and you just don't think about consequences and you don't think about like anything, it would be so easy to just go get like in a fight every day because people are just so aggressive, and many of them confrontational and insecure. And it's just every time I go to the store, anytime I do anything, it's like, man, what is wrong with people? So just that it's weird. It really stuck with me. Just that one interaction with that guy, I was like, man, it felt kind of good. Um, I'm a very socially awkward person. I've said that before. I'm very shy. Um, every time I see someone out in the world that I know, if I'm at the store or at a restaurant or whatever, I go the other way. And I might love the person. I might think the greatest things of them, but it's like, what am I gonna say? I don't, what am, I don't even know what to say right now as an example. I'm just very socially awkward, and I'm okay with that. I really hate it when people try to like fix that. I'm always like, no, you fix you. Like, stop trying to small talk. Not everybody likes small talk. Um, Sometimes people are like, you just gotta open up, and you just like they think being an introvert is such a bad thing. I look at people who are what extroverts, and I'm like, chill. Like maybe you're the wrong one. It's so weird. I realize have experienced that extroverts are like always trying to fix introverts, and it's frustrating. Um, so they're always like, why don't you be like me? But I don't know. Maybe I'm being weird talking about it. But it was funny. He said that, and I was just like, man, that was cool. Like a positive interaction out in the world between two strangers. It's almost non-existent these days. It feels like. Um, and then right after that, my everything just went because I went to McDonald's and I got chicken nuggets, and they forgot my hot mustard. I mean, I love chicken nuggets. I've loved them since my earliest memories, since I was a kid. But and when I was a kid, I didn't use sauce. I didn't start using sauce till maybe even after being a teenager. I don't know. But man, eating them these days without hot mustard, I just got so used to it. Man, oh well. Um, Now I have to go and put a ton of stuff into bins. I thought there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I don't want to make this super long. The Bobby Lee thing, man. I feel kind of bad because I did not expect the response that got. I did not expect people to like come after Bobby, be like, "F Bobby," or "He's a punk," or "Bobby's not even funny." I was like, "Oh, dude, like I didn't mean to cause anything like that." Um, but it felt really good. Like I know people just maybe they're just being kind, but so many people are like, I feel sick even saying it. But people were saying things like that they enjoy me even more than Bobby, or that they think I feel like an idiot saying it, but I want to express what they were saying because it made me feel so good. Um, there were a pretty good amount of people saying that they thought I was funnier than Bobby anyway, more entertaining. I was like, okay, come on. But it felt really good. Um, but I didn't mean for that to happen. It's like, there's still a part of me that's like, we'll cross paths. I don't want to start beef or anything, but I was like, oh no. But look, I know a lot of times people are like, I don't know where to find the difference between, and some people have left comments like that, and it's like, I don't know if it's any of you, but it kind of, it really annoys me. It kind of really annoys me when people are like, you should do the podcast, like as yourself. Yeah, why don't I just do the whole channel as me? Why don't I just go back and do Mexican judo like this guy? That would work, huh? I have no interest in that. That's not what I want to do. That's like telling any actor on any show, hey, why don't you just not be in character for this one episode? What? That's not what this is. And the reason I feel so okay about that is because, and maybe I'm making what I just said weird. I've said it before. It's hard for me to look at Jesse as a character, and as acting. I have gotten to a place where I feel like it's a part of me. You know how you're different with your parents and you're different with your spouse and you're different with your kids, you're different with your friends, you're different with your teachers, you're different with your coworkers. I feel like Jesse's the guy that I am with you guys, or with when we're on YouTube, the YouTube viewers. That's one of me. See, I can go and I've done acting, I've done other things, and I had to be this guy and I had to read lines. But when I'm Jesse, it's like I'm Jesse now. Just like when I'm in different situations with different people. So there's definitely the whole thing, because somebody said something a little more specific. They were like, it's kind of hard when you talk about something that seems somewhat personal or emotional during the podcast as Jesse, because I don't know if you're being a character. I don't know if this is for real. I don't know if you're making this up. And it's like my general answer to that, and I don't know if there will be exceptions here and there. Every once in a while, of course, I'll make stuff up because it's funny. But like for the most part, what I'm saying is basically true and how I feel. Like the chicken sandwich story and all that, completely true. That every detail of that was true. um, yeah, I mean, I don't. If I come on a podcast and it seems like I was moved by something or troubled by something or passionate, it's pretty. You could be pretty sure it's all real. Every once in a while, I might just throw in something dumb or like riff on something um, just to be ridiculous. But I'm gonna tell you, I really hate to admit it, but I felt sick that night, and maybe this is a wake up call for me to not think of people this way. I shouldn't put people on a pedestal like that, but I couldn't sleep that night. Like I and I feel like I didn't. I kind of feel like I went the wrong way with it when I was talking about it on the podcast. It wasn't about the. It really ended up not being about the yuck thing. Cause look, I was laying in my bed thinking about it, like working it out in my head, and I realized it wasn't even that. Cause I know that's what Bobby does. That's what he does every week with all the people around him that he loves. That's just busting chops. That's having a good time. I know that. I think I was like mad at myself that I was like, you idiot. This is like someone that you've consumed their content for years, loved it, been a fan of it. Then you have, yeah, I mean, how many of us can say that? Think of all the people you watch, all the stuff you consume, all the people you're subscribed to. Imagine being in a Zoom with one of them, and you're just like this, and then it's over, and you're like, wait up, let me go back and say something. I didn't contribute. Oh no, but I was talking to Gilbert later, and I told him because like Bobby's older than me. He's a significant amount of years older than me. Like that's just the way I am. I'm just like it's an innate thing. Like I have respect for my elders. Like um, I mean, you could be like even a year older than me. I don't know. It's just a thing. Like, all right, what do you think? Yes, sir. I don't know. It's just maybe some people think that's a dumb thing. I don't know. But when he said the yuck thing and then he reiterated it, I uh, and then the fact that I knew I wasn't even on his initial screen. My thinking was, okay, he couldn't even see me at first. Finally, he has to do some stuff to see me. Says yuck, and then I figured, I don't know, he probably scrolled back just to see his main screen because maybe he had to lose one of those guys to see me, and then he lost me. So I completely figured the whole time after that he couldn't see me. So I was assuming I'm not even on his screen. He's not even looking at me this whole time. The whole time after the yuck thing where I'm just like, I thought he can't even see me right now. He's already kind of dismissed me by going yuck, like, and I know that I already knew that he knew these three guys because we've talked enough. So I knew he knows all these guys. They have relationships. So I felt like if I chime in, he's gonna yell at me or something. I don't know because I know how Bobby is. So I was thinking he's already dismissed me. He knows all these guys. I'm an outsider. I'm not even on his screen. So I was like, and then I was like, this guy has a million things to do. He's already doing these guys a big favor by being on the thing. And I was like, if I try to chime in, he can't even see me. And he's like, dude, I already dismissed you. I was like, I kind of felt like I'm gonna leave it at this because I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself if I try to chime in and he yells at me or I was like, I'll never, like, I didn't want to be mad at him. I was like, I don't want to not be able to watch Tiger Belly anymore. I didn't want to take it too personal. But like, I know it's stupid, it's sick, and everyone was like crazy supportive. But there was like two or three people that were like, dude, this is weak. Like, you need to get over this. And of course, those are the ones that stuck in my head. And I was like, I know. This is pathetic. I shouldn't let it bother me this much. But like I said, maybe it was a good thing. Maybe it was a wake up call to stop being that way. But I was like depressed the rest of the night. Even my wife, like, I didn't tell her anything. That was embarrassing. I'm not gonna tell her. But um, the whole rest of the night was terrible, and I was just not in a good mood. And I know she was like, "What is your problem?" Um, but I was just like, man, that, like, I blew that opportunity to just be like, to become acquaintances. I just completely locked up after that because I didn't want it to get worse, I guess. um, but in case, I'm just bringing that up in case anybody's wondering, like, was that for real? Did you really take it that hard? Did you really not understand that he just talks to his friends that way? Did you? I know. I think I was just mostly upset that I felt like I blew an opportunity to interact with someone that I just really, really enjoy. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about it. Um, I don't want to be disrespectful and give out any information that maybe I shouldn't because it's like private or personal. But I did have interactions after that with people, and everything is all cool. Like, um, I feel like I overreacted to begin with, but like, yeah, Bobby. I mean, in my eyes, is all good, and we're all good, and it probably won't be the last time we cross paths. Like I said, I don't want to take my liberties and just say a bunch of stuff, but it looks like um, I might be able to redeem myself. I don't know. So I am working on a breakdown. I'm crazy excited because I'm trying something new. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'm working on two different breakdowns right now, and I'm taking my time, and I'm enjoying it again for the first time in a long time. Because when I was doing a breakdown every Wednesday, my life was miserable, and my wife basically hated me. And I mean, not, I'm exaggerating. She was very kind about it, but I know that I make things hard on the family. Um, I picked a stupid career path when I try to make breakdowns and release them every Wednesday. I'm just not a good husband and dad because it sucks up all my energy and all my time, and it's really messed up when I'm late, or like if I fail and I have to do something else like a short or a podcast instead, and people are like, dude, how long does it take? Oh, what's wrong with you, man? You promised. And I'm like, wow, you guys, like, I'm still human, you know. Like, I don't get it. Nobody on here is like that, I'm sure, but it's just so weird. Like, how do you think it works? You think I just like pop it out like an egg or something? I don't. I try to make it really good and it takes forever. I'm a one man show and I like it that way. I've had some awkward. I hate it. I hate saying no. I feel bad, but that's always been a problem for me. I've actually thought to myself many times, I wish I was a jerk. I wish it was easier for me to just say no to people, and but it's a problem I have. I never want, even if it's a good idea, I never want to say yes to anything. Um, but I've had people offer to help with stuff before. I don't know, editing or graphics or whatever, and I'm like, there's just no, I don't know how else to say it. I am a lone wolf. I love just 100% doing things the way I envision them, the way I want. And I'm crazy controlling and selfish with it. Um, and I think that's okay. If I had a team of people and I was crazy and bossy and controlling, then I would be annoying. But right now I'm just alone, and I think that yields the best product when you are very picky about everything. And I'm not giving anyone a hard time because I don't work with anyone. I give myself a hard time. I thought there was something else I wanted to say. Yeah, when the breakdowns are done, they'll come out. I've been enjoying them lately because I've been taking my time. When I was doing a breakdown every week, it was just like that. It consumed me, and I realized that is no way to live. Unfortunately, not as many people like watching podcasts as breakdowns. So I got to get more creative with my life and figure out how to make that make sense. Um, so, oh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Look at what I found the other day. It looks crazy. That was the old beanie. That was the old beanie. I've been going through storage and finding a lot of my old stuff. Man, I love this stuff. He's angry right now. Got my Spider-Man. All these classic ones. You remember these? Like from the 90s? These are the best. These are the best runs right here. I got everything. I got the little chair from Pee Wee Herman. It's peeling though. It's peeling. I got Austin Powers. I got everything. I got the Joker. This is what you're here for. I know this is why you're a patron or a YouTube supporter. I know it. And remember, remember Bizarro. My parents were very creative. Um, remember the Superman Bizarro guy? My parents painted this Superman white, so I had Bizarro. All right, I better stop, or I'm not gonna get the stuff done that I need to do today. So, thank you for being a patron. Thank you for being here. For helping me in a big way to keep doing what I'm doing. Um, I hope you guys are all enjoying yourselves and being safe out there. And eating as much Chinese food as you can, but not so much that you start to resent it. Just enough so that you still love it and want to have it at least like bi-weekly. Um, I appreciate all of you. Um, yeah. if I start on another thought right now, it's going to go for like another 15 minutes, so I better stop. See you later.